Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. And if you notice, I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore when I made the wreath. You're right, it's still Saturday, but we're going to make our first of the August Sunday meals. And I'm calling these not copycat meals, because if they're copycat, I have to be clear that they are the exact same recipes. So I'm going to call them in the style of. So we're going to do some in the style of recipes for the months of August. And there'll be a lot of things that a lot of us like and have had many times, and some that probably we haven't ever had. And I'm going to start with a New England recipe. And I would say in the style of New England, but New England is a fairly large area. And I'm going to make fried shrimp. I'm going to have shrimp baskets. Okay? Now, if you're in New England, in certain areas of New England, they use cornmeal in their batter. And there's all kinds of different batters. So I'm moving it a little bit towards Essex. In fact, I'm going to call it in the style of Essex Mass. And here's what happens with the batter in the Essex Mass area. It is a corn flour batter. There is no cornmeal, it's corn flour. Now, corn flour is not something you buy on a regular basis where I live in Florida. You can, but you buy these big 5-pound bags, and of course I wouldn't use them in half a year. So I found this, Zatarain's fish fry. Now, Zatarain's, if you look at them, they have, oh gosh, 6 or 7 different fish fries. The secret is you look at the ingredients list, and the first thing on there says enriched corn flour, and then it has all these other additives that you normally would have. It has a little garlic, onion, and lemon juice concentrate because it says it's seasoned. But this is the one if you want the New England corn flour that you need to get, or I'm sorry, the Essex corn flour. Now, that's not a purist. You can get pure corn flour and do it. And what you do is it's like 3 cups of regular flour to 2 cups of corn flour. So that's what I've done here. And I've made a big bag. My clock is singing, and I'll be right back. Okay, resuming. I have made a bag of 3 cups of all-purpose flour and 2 cups of this fish fry or corn flour. Now, this is much more than I'll need tonight, but this is great. I just will put it in the freezer, and we'll have it anytime I want. You take out as much as you need, and it keeps very well in the freezer, no problem. So tonight we're going to have shrimp baskets. We're going to have French fries, fried shrimp, and onion rings. It's a very healthy meal. But anyway, it's a nice meal once in a while. So we're going to do in the style of Essex. Now, the other part of the fry in Essex is canned milk. Not milk, canned milk. Okay? So I've got my canned milk. I'm going to put some flour in here. If you can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can tip you. My French fries are now cooking. They're the first ones I'll do. And then after the French fries are done, I'll do the shrimp. And the last thing I'll do will be the onion rings, because they're the easiest to get soggy. Okay? So I'll be back a bit when I get ready to start doing the shrimp. Be right back. Okay, we're ready to do shrimp. I'm going to bring you down, and you can see sort of what I'm doing, I think. I'm going to start with, now in Essex, or my son did this, he did what's called a double batter. So I'm going to put some flour in here. Okay. And we're going to put the shrimp in. And if you want to add extra seasonings, go for it. But we're going to flour up the shrimp. Now I'm going to take this shrimp and I'm going to put it in the canned milk. And I'm going to get it gooey. Gooey, Louie. And once I've done that, it's now going back into the flour. I have peeled, deveined, and cleaned these shrimp. I'm going to go back in the flour. It's sort of like a double dip. It's not a particularly clean thing to cook. Ooh, but they're looking good. Now we're going to take these shrimp and we're going to put them in the fat. Make sure they got some good coating. And there's enough grease in here that I can do the whole pan at once. Okay, now I'm going to add just a little more. Whoops, I want to get, sorry, just a second. Let me get that shrimp under the fat. Okay, here we go. I'm going to add just a little more flour so I have enough for the onion rings. And the rest of this I will just save and put in the freezer. So I can start getting the onion rings ready. Throw them in the flour. And the shrimp don't take long to cook. Shake off the flour, put them in the milk. I don't have any dry hand, wet hand. They're both gummed up. All right, get these down and dirty. Now we have another onion batter that we like too that uses self-rising flour, but this is typically the Essex batter. Everything is done in the same kind of batter. And they're all double dipped as far as when my son worked in a restaurant. I think everything was double dipped as what you call what I did, except scallops. And they were a little bit too fragile. Washing my hands. Let's see how we're doing over here. We're looking pretty good. Give it a couple of minutes. Well, you know my new stove. This this is a good way to mess it up. And I have my oven set on 250, and that's where I have the things that are done cooking. Let's see if I can bring you over now. You've seen enough of that. You can watch the fry process. Ooh, these are looking just about ready. Look at this. Look at this. Let me get a pot holder to bring my pan out. I'm going to give it about 1 more minute. And I have my burner, I started it on 8. I have now turned it down to 6. And that's where I'll leave it. Okay, we'll bring the pan out. Using my spider. Look at this. Oh, I'm going to get you a little closer. Okay. Are they beautiful? Beautiful! Ooh, my goodness. I got them all. So, first things first, this pan's going back in. Now, I should salt them, but I did not because I wanted to get these in. Okay, here's the onion rings. And you're trying to just kind of drop them in a little. You don't want to get them in one big bunch, but they will bunch up, and you can break them up while they're in there. And that's it. This is used. Can't really keep it. Washing my hands. Hope you're watching that. Tell me if they're done. So while we're waiting, I'll bring you back up, and we're going to say that we're going to have a great shrimp basket in the Style of Essex Mass. So the difference here with the breading was that it was 3 cups of regular flour, 2 cups of corn, 3 to 2, okay? But it's corn flour, not cornmeal. And you must use canned milk. I don't know why, but that's what they're supposed to use, is canned milk. And then fry them up and enjoy. Don't have it too often. It's really not good for the waistline. My waistline went south a long time ago. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. You saw the shrimp, and you saw the onion rings, and you saw the French fries. You haven't seen the onion rings. I'm not going to taste it. I'm going to make a basket, and I will take a picture of that basket and show you one of those baskets as we sit down to eat. So I hope you enjoyed this, and this is in the Style of Essex for seafood. And next week we'll do in the style of something else. Talk to you later. Everybody stay safe. Play by the rules. Keep your distance, wear your mask, and play nice now. Love you. Bye-bye.